Good afternoon. The meeting of the Revere Zoning Board of Appeals will now come to order. Roll call.
Mr. Pacilli? Yes. Mr. Corrin is absent. Mr. D'Angelo? Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. Mr. Colometto? Yes. And Mr. Tucker?
Present.
Yes. The first matter before the board is application A1511. This is the application of Emad Chaboni, 119 Winthrop Parkway, Revere, requesting a maximum number of stories variance to enable the appellant to construct a third-story addition onto an existing dwelling located on Lot 2 at 119 Winthrop Parkway, Revere.
Okay, could the applicant please step up to the microphone, press the button on the front of the mic so it'll turn green, and then speak your name and address. There you go.
Amar Shabuni, 119 Winthrop Parkway, Revere, Massachusetts, 02151.
Okay, the application pretty much says it all. Do you have any additional information you want to provide?
No, I mean,
Okay.
all
So, where it's a public hearing, I will ask for proponents. Anyone in favor? If anyone would like to speak, they may do so, but hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Are there any opponents? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any members wish to speak? This is strictly for bedrooms. There'll be no
for
plumbing.
bedroom, yeah, I want to make it, I have the space actually, and I want to make it another bedroom for the kids. No. I have 2 bedroom up front. I'm going to make another 1 bedroom in the back. Exactly, the house will look, the back of it will look as the same as up front. Same thing. I'm not adding any high in the house or something.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The only thing that I'd request is that there'd be no plumbing, no toiletries, or no bathroom upstairs. He said it's only going to be bedrooms.
The next application before the board is application A1512. This is the application of Motorcycles of Manchester, Inc., 1000 Washington Street, Foxborough, requesting a maximum number of exterior signs variance to enable the appellant to install, was it 5 exterior signs?
4 illuminated, 1 non-illuminated.
Onto a commercial building on lots 2 and 3 at 184 Broadway, at the intersection of Fenno Street, Revere.
Good afternoon. Please state your name and address for the record.
Good afternoon, board members. My name is Corey Rhodes. I'm an attorney with D'Ambrosio Brown LLP, 14 Proctor Avenue in Revere. I represent Motorcycles of Manchester on this variance for signage. To just clarify what is being requested, Motorcycles of Manchester was approved for 2 signs based on the number of entrances and exits that they have through inspectional services. So today we are asking for 4 variances for new signs. This would be the Slingshot sign, the Polaris sign, the Victory sign, and then there is it's a little bit hard to read, but above the left-hand door there is a service non-illuminated sign, which we'll also be requesting a variance for. They've, as you've probably seen, a lot of activity at the property. They really made a good effort to make it look nice. This is really one of the finishing touches to get the place open and serving customers, and we'd appreciate your support.
Okay, so I'm just going to count. So they gave your approval for 2, so you're actually asking for the additional 4, which would include the service sign. Okay. Pardon me? And the only other, well, we'll ask for proponents. Are there any proponents? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any opponents? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. The only limitation we would ask is that the signs be shut off at 10 p.m.
I've spoken with the owner. They'd be happy to agree to that.
Okay. Can you turn your microphone on? You have to talk. Your microphone?
It's on now. You said there were 4 signs?
Correct.
There's 5, right?
If I might approach.
Oh, 6 altogether. Okay. Okay.
Two were approved by
Understood.
inspectional services based on
Well,
our
just
number of
both of them, two
entrances
of
and
them.
exits. of the property.
Okay, got it, thank you.
So for the clarification, there'll be 6 total signs. They're asking for the 4 for the board to approve, the 2 that have already been approved by inspectional services. So there'll be 6 signs affixed to the property. It's 7 a.m. on, 10 p.m. off, we'll ask.
The next application before the board was to be application A1513. The applicant, this is at 29 Carlton Street. The applicant has submitted a letter to the board requesting to withdraw the application without prejudice. We have to go forward with the public
Is
hearing.
anybody in the audience relating to this? Proponents? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Opponents? I'll close that side of the hearing. Is there a motion on the floor to withdraw?
Question now comes with granting the applicant permission to withdraw this application without prejudice. Mr. Bacilli? Yes. Mr. Corrin is absent. Mr. D'Angelo? Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. Mr. Colometto? Yes. And Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
This is withdrawn. The next application before the board is application A1514. This is the application of Jean Shea Boudreau, 209 Rice Avenue, Revere, requesting minimum front, side, and rear yard variances and landscape requirements in the front yard to enable the appellant to construct an 8-foot by 8-foot unenclosed deck in the rear yard and a 10-foot by 24-foot unenclosed deck in the front yard on lots 323 at 209 Rice Avenue, Revere.
Good afternoon. Just speak directly into the microphone.
Good afternoon.
Your name and address, please.
Jean Shea Boudreau, 209 Rice Ave, Revere, Mass.
Okay. The application pretty much speaks for itself. Is there anything you wish to add to it?
No, I do not.
Okay, so we'll continue on with the public hearing. Are there any proponents? Anyone in favor? Please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Yes.
Joseph Goga, 26 Wadsworth Avenue, Revere, Massachusetts.
What was that?
Joseph Goga, 26 Wadsworth Avenue, Revere.
Thank you. And you're in favor. Are there any opponents? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. The only question that I have concerning this is the back deck. Is it going to be above the windows, the lower windows, so that they're not obstructed?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to alter the windows at all in the back of the property?
On the first floor, there's like a 4-light casement. So we're gonna remove that and put a 6-foot patio door out to the deck.
But it's a basement. It's
Okay,
a-
but you,
Below
just,
the basement, I'm talking the first level.
no, below, you have windows below.
There's like a foundation, it's like a storage room.
Yep,
There is a
Right.
double on there, yes, there's a window, so.
that's not going to be obstructed.
No.
Okay, thank you. No more questions, thank you. Now, there's a young lady that stepped in the audience. Are you here for any of the? It's Carlton Street, it's been withdrawn. Okay. You're welcome. Roll calls. We can vote.
This is application A1511. This is the application of Amachabani to enable the appellant to construct a third-story addition on the existing dwelling located on Lot 2 at 119 Winthrop Parkway, Revere. Question comes on granting the relief requested by the appellant. Mr. Bacilli? Yes. Yes. Mr. Corrin? Yes. Mr. D'Angelo? Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, this is granted. And the stipulation, no bathrooms allowed on the new floor,
Oh, yes. In the
new addition?
The new addition.
The next application before the board is application A1512, the application of Motorcycles of Manchester, requesting 4 additional exterior signs on the commercial building on Lot 2 and 3 at 184 Broadway. Question comes on granting the relief requested. We have a stipulation. Should like to put on a
Yes.
time limitation of the lights. The lights must be shut off at 10 p.m. Question comes on granting the additional signs. Mr. Bacilli? Yes. Mr. Corrin? Yes. Mr. D'Angelo? Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Granted, subject to conditions. This is the application of Jean Shea Boudreau requesting permission to construct an 8-foot by 8-foot unenclosed deck in the rear yard and a 10-foot by 24 unenclosed deck in the front yard on Lot 323 at 209 Rice Avenue, Revere. Question comes on granting the relief requested. Mr. Bacilli? Yes. Mr. Corrin? Yes. Mr. D'Angelo? Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, this is granted. No further business before the board?
You asked about, there's a basement window, and the deck is going to go above the basement window. Is that, I just wanted to make sure it's all clear. Is that okay?